Hi, I'm Gil Kennedy, President and CEO of Har-Co Credit Union. Today I have the pleasure to sit with Keith Rawlings at the Arena Club. Keith, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to us today. I always like to start, Keith, with the question and give the opportunity to the people that I interview. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I know you're from Harford County, is that correct?
Yes. My wife and I have been at the same house over on Wheel Road for 26 years. I grew up in Harford County, went to Edgewood High School. We were married in '92, and it's been incredible. Have two amazing boys.
Very good.
We kind of stumbled into the health club business back in '96. I was selling real estate, and there was a property on 22 next to McDonald's, an old racquetball club that we wound up buying, and that was our first club. And then got a phone call from a good friend, Bob Ward, who just acquired this property here at the Arena Club's on, and we kind of started talking about it and praying about it, and
here you go today.
Here we are today, yeah.
Absolutely. So are you still in the real estate business, or have you ventured away from that?
I've ventured away from real estate and have been focusing on this full-time, as well as being a high school football coach.
Well, this being the Arena Club, I mean, it is a wonderful facility. In fact, I'm a member here, but I would do a disservice if I were to explain it. But so why don't you talk a little bit about, take me back to the origins of your thought in creating this club, and then walk me through how you really have expanded it, because it's a wonderful facility.
Well, thank you. You know, it's really interesting. When the club was when we first got the call from Bob, it was, you know, looking at an indoor facility. And we went and did some research, and we started looking at other facilities that had an indoor facility, but indoor facilities can only make it for just a few months. You need all the other, you know, parts of it. So one of the facilities we looked at, you could see they added a fitness, you could see they added therapy, you could see they added these things up and above in their mezzanine in this turf building. And we decided that we were going to have to, you know, build everything from the beginning that would provide a lot of different services. So that's when, you know, we started the talks about having the pools, and then the pools led to putting the domes over the pool. And then our original field turf in this building, we wanted to be able to have a place for kids to play and have indoor soccer, lacrosse, and different activities. At the same time, you know, parents could be up above looking through the glass looking down, and that's when we came up with the name, the Arena Club. So it was just kind of evolved, and over time, you know, the slide was my wife's idea, really focusing on, you know, the whole family. Everything we do here, we try to see how we can serve as many, you know, people as we can, from you know, infants all the way up to seniors. We're always trying to program and think of new ways to serve. When we expanded 4 years ago with our new building across the parking lot, we then converted the turf field and made a basketball court, trampoline for kids, again, something for kids, and we had the walking track that goes around that. So we're always looking to continue to reinvest into the business, reinvest into our members. You know, we want it to be a great experience. You know, we feel that God's blessed us with this opportunity to be a blessing to others, and we just, you know, want to try as much as we can to always be doing the best we can.
Right. You know, the thing that I really appreciate is that you serve different markets. So my exercising needs perhaps are a little bit different than, you know, a young athlete. But yet at the same time, I still like taking programs that, you know, challenge my cardio and challenge my strength. And you have wonderful people here that really support, you know, at least my activity, and I'm sure other people's activities.
Well, thank you for mentioning that. I mean, it's all about the people. It's all about, our staff is amazing. Our staff is in constant dealings with the members, and they get the feedback. You know, just the other day, we got the feedback that we needed to keep this pool open, even though it's not that busy during the month of September, but it's a way to serve the members and take the pressure, especially under COVID, take the pressure off the lap lane of having people over in that pool. So we're always looking to see how we can serve better. But it really does, it comes down to our staff, and we have an amazing staff, and we really feel that over the years we've built a culture with our members. Our members they love our facility. They care about it. It's theirs. They take pride in it, and we couldn't ask for more than that.
You know, I came and was a member, and then I left due to work, traveling and things like that. And I came back, and I have to tell you, everyone that I met was very welcoming and made it their effort to get to know my name, which was really special. And I think that's a tribute to the organization and your leadership within the Arena Club. So
well, thank you. No, thank you. That's it's really great to hear that. When we were brand new, we thought all these great things were going to happen, and it took us a while to build that warm, welcoming culture, to build those staff relationships that they could have with the members and the member experience. We want this to be people's second homes, and it is. I mean, there's people that when we were shut down, they were dying to get back in here, and it really affected them physically, but also mentally, to be able to have a place that they needed. It's their escape. Whether you're, like you were saying, as advanced athletes, some folks just need to come in and just get rid of some stress for mental health. There's people for chronic illnesses that need the facility to help them stay in a better opportunity for a situation like this crisis we're dealing with, Corona.
Right. Well, speaking of that, March rolls around and the world began to change pretty significantly, and our timelines really needed to be shortened because nobody knew exactly what this COVID-19 situation meant. And I know as a leader of my organization, Har-Co, we had to make some changes. We had to really think about how we serve members and not let that ball drop in a situation where we couldn't actively interact with somebody outside of mobile banking or over the phone. But talk to me, and I've been very, very impressed because, again, I'm a member here, so I knew the updates that you've done to your facilities. People are really concerned about, obviously their health and what COVID means to them, but talk to me about some of the avenues that you have taken in order to lessen risk factors for people to come to your facility.
Well, I'd like to comment on when we first got the news about being shut down. That was pretty devastating to take and waiting for when we were going to allowed to be. We thought it was just going to be a couple weeks, and we didn't realize it was going to turn into several months of not being allowed to be inside for our member activities. But as soon as we were allowed to do outside activities, we jumped right on it. Over here on the basketball court, we put a big tent up. We brought weight room equipment from our other building over the sports factory, and we allowed outside, because that's when the governor allowed outside exercise. We were allowed to utilize the pools. We learned a lot. Reservation was really big. We've never took reservations for lap lanes, and our members, when everything was kind of getting back to somewhat normal, our members like, can we keep a couple lanes that we can reserve and know that at 5 a.m. I've got my lane, or at 7 p.m. I've got my lane.
There you go.
So we've learned some things, but the process, again, it's all about serving our members. We were bringing the bikes out here. We'd have 25 spin bikes out here on the pool deck. We'd bring all of our body pump. We'd have Zumba classes. We did everything we could within the guidelines, and that's what we were frustrated was that give us guidelines inside and we'll follow them. Even if it was, you can only have 10 people in the 80,000 square feet that you have at one time. But we weren't even allowed that. So that was challenging. And then, once we were, we had always been prepared. My wife's on a round table with about 15 club owners around the country. And they all immediately started ordering the hospital grade AirPX systems that we have in the club. We have 6 of those. Right now, if you try to get one, you would probably be 6 months out on getting that unit. We got that here. We got them installed. We do the spraying at night through our clean team. We created a system. We rechanged how people enter and they exit the building. We have everybody washing their hands before they come in. We're doing temperature checks 2 times a day on our staff. All of our camps that we ran, we had really successful camp. We run camps and sports camps over in the other building, but we were doing temperature checks again, making the kids, everybody was washing their hands. But our staff, one of the things at the Arena Club that we took a lot of pride in prior to COVID was that, you mentioned about staff being friendly. we really want to pride ourselves in being a clean and friendly, facility for people to come and exercise and take care of their wellness needs. So, we felt like, okay, we were doing it, but we even did more. We've added probably a dozen different hand cleaning stations, probably another 15 towel dispenser with all the green bottle solution. So instead of doing just the wipes that come out, we have the spray bottles that just made people feel as it was a cleaner, safer thing. Whether or not we know whether the virus is spread through contact, we don't know. But people don't want someone else's sweat on a piece of equipment. So we've been always doing this. We just have now done it, and it's been really great to see our members when they were coming back, how much they were wanting to be a part of the safe environment, wanting to be a part of, like, then the mask mandate came in.
Right.
And people are like, well, how can I work out with the mask? Well, when you're exerting yourself on a treadmill, you don't have to wear the mask, but when you're, walking by somebody, we want the mask on. And when you're talking to folks in between your sets and things, or if you're in a class while you're setting up for your class, wear the mask. And it took a while, but everyone knows that that's part of us staying open. So it's been challenging, but at the same time, we've learned a lot. I think our members have learned to appreciate a lot of things that I think some people take for granted. When you have a couple months when you don't have your home health and wellness center that people call the Arena Club as their home.
Right. I know a lot of people, including myself, during that period I worked out at home by myself, but I think the biggest thing that I missed was the interaction with other people. And it's kind of lonely when you're down in the basement watching, Les Mills or Beach Bodies or whatever. And so I know I can speak for myself, as well as my wife. We truly miss that interaction. So we're so glad that you have taken the time really to figure ways of bringing that ease of mind to coming back to the facility, because I think it was very, very important.
Well, you mentioned technology. We are, and we were during the time when we weren't even charging dues during the months being closed, but we were still offering online classes. And we started to see some of our members that was better than nothing, like you were saying, at home. But we are looking strongly at our digital platform, because we still have a large percentage of people that are still wanting to hold, keep their membership on freeze. So we're looking at opportunities that we can do personal training, through the internet, and the classes that we'll be able to offer. We're just signed up with a new company where the instructor will be able to see you, because normally, you'd only be like the headshots on Zoom and some of the things that were going on, but they'll be able to have everything that they'll be able to coach you up, and you'll be able to, you feel like you're right in the studio with them. But if you feel safer at home, during this time, that's going to be available as well. Speaking of the studios and space, one of the things that we're blessed with is space here at the Arena Club, and right now we're currently using our basketball courts where we can have 40 people in a class spread out, and they're 10, 12 feet apart. The spin bikes, as the weather starts to cool off, some of the members love bringing them out here on the pool deck and having them, but we're able to utilize that than being in a small studio. And I think that we're very fortunate to have space.
Right. No doubt. Well, talk to me a little bit about the future of the Arena Club. Say, next year we get into the year, and halfway through the year the vaccine's out, and what are some of your plans for the future for the Arena Club?
My first reaction is just who we are. We're going to continue to serve. We're going to continue to serve people and their wellness needs. We feel that there's going to be, when this is all behind us, we will probably see the busiest times that the Arena Club has ever experienced, because people are realizing that if you are strong physically and your immune system is strong, when there are viruses like this coronavirus, you're going to have better chances at fighting it and beating it. So we're anticipating, really busy times ahead. We are going to continue, like I said, with the digital format, and just knowing that that's something that's reality now. Some of the things that like I said, we've learned with making reservations for some of our pool time and things like that we'll definitely be focused on. We are real big in the kids, and here's the thing about the Arena Club, being privately owned and operated, with the Parks and Recs being shut down, the school system shut down, we now have over 350 kids on. They were here last night on the outdoor fields.
Wow.
Playing volleyball, and they're doing temperature checks. I was talking to some moms. They're like, our kids are going to not have a senior volleyball season, but they're here with their friends, and it was just, it meant so much, for the parents, but also for the kids to have these opportunities. So we're always going to be looking to focus on how we can serve the needs of the masses, and that's who we are at the Arena Club.
Very good, very good. Keith, this has been absolutely amazing. I really have enjoyed this, and I typically like to close these sessions with offering the opportunity for my guests to leave us with a thought or perspective for my members and for the community at large. So with that, you have a thought or perspective you want to share with us?
We're just thankful. We're very thankful for our staff that's worked, amazing to keep the facility a safe place. And actually I got a text from one of our key staff people the other day, and she said to my wife and I that she felt safer here, teaching workout classes than she did going to the grocery store. And we just want to provide the very best we can in serving our members. We know that there's a strong need for the physical part, but we really feel that the strong need for the mental part of having a place to exercise, to have a place to fellowship. And you can work out at home, but you can't have people maybe motivating, or somebody that you just brightens your day or gives you encouragement.
Sure.
So that's what we our members know, our staff know, that's who we are.
Very good. Well, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to talk to us. If somebody wanted to join the Arena Club, what's your website and how would they go about that?
www.thearenaclub.com. 410-734-7300 is our phone number. We're very thankful for this opportunity you've given us to come out here and speak with us. Thank you so much.
It's certainly been my pleasure. I want to remind everybody to like us on Facebook, Har-Co Credit Union on Facebook, and I hope that you share this video with your family and friends. Thank you.